And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, individuals. It is the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we have the Houston Rockets going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's been hard to come by a W lately for this Oklahoma City group. The season hasn't gone as smoothly for them as I'm sure they hoped it would. The good news is we still have a good chunk of it left to play. But if they're going to make a run, they better do it soon. Guys, we'll see the young 6'6" point guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Kenny, talk about the advantage of having size as a playmaker.
Well, the first thing is you can get into areas of the floor and see over the defense. You know, Magic Johnson is probably the poster person for doing that. But overall, Shai is able to keep his shoulders squared and still do that as well.
And on defense, you can switch, or you can be comfortable switching. And teams are reluctant to post you up. Gotta love this kid's versatility.
That's it for us from here, for now. Kevin Harlan standing by with the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Rockets coach Mike D'Antoni is the modern-day godfather of pace and space. His teams in Phoenix popularized small ball, moving around and pushing the tempo in their 7 seconds or less offense. It's ironic that now his Houston team plays a much slower isolation style of basketball. Kevin, that shows his flexibility and D'Antoni's ability to adapt to his personnel.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Harden.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defenses.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 slot. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Hartenstein is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Tucker in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Now here's Adams, following the shot by Chris Paul. Ferguson for 3. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Harden against Gallinari. It's stolen by Adams. This one for 3. The Thunder with another miss. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City where they were able to handle the Thunder.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And some nice passing there by Houston. A nice shot by Tucker.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
The pass to Adams. Kicks to Paul. Gallinari wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
They get it back. Westbrook passes to Covington. Another shot. They shoot again. Here's Hartenstein. And at last, they get one to fall.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
stolen by Harden. And here's Covington from the arc. That shot off the mark. And the Thunder going the other way now.
Houston foul. That's his first personal foul.
Here's Adams. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Down low, Westbrook with the steal.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
That's his first personal foul.
And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
First free throw is good. Couple teams now, Doris, slumping here in the middle of the season. How can they avoid lengthy cold streaks, the absence of wind?
Yeah, I think this is where veteran leadership can become such an integral part of the success over the course of a long season. This is the point when you start to lose games, you can sort of break apart and splinter, and that is where that veteran leadership in the locker room, just to keep everybody unified, can be so critical.
Harden hits them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Paul against Westbrook. Here's the lob to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, the New Zealander shows a little hops on the alley-oop.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to Los Angeles. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Harden the pass to Hartenstein. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Ferguson. Rebounded by Tucker.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And it's good, 2 points.
If Westbrook senses even a sliver of space, he is going to attack the cup.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Here's Paul. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Keeps it alive.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Portland. Pass to Adams. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Now here's Westbrook. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
Thunder trailing by 7. Paul outside. Goes up at the stripe. And that one hits back iron.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Paul with the ball. He's coming off a 19-point game against Portland.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates. Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him, there's no doubt.
Covington in the corner. Here's Hartenstein. Good on the bucket. Hartenstein's got his third bucket of the night.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now, here is Gallinari. He's coming off a 16-point game against Portland. Passes it to Ferguson. Here's Adams. Here's Gallinari. And Covington sends it back.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Paul. Following the score by Houston. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Finished off the break. Westbrook's got his second basket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Thunder trailing by 15. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Houston. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Schroeder's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks it over to Schroeder. He dishes it to Gallinari. Shoots over Tucker. He drains the turnaround jump shot. Gallinari's got his second bucket tonight.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 40-point game against the Lakers. In the corner, it's Westbrook. It's stolen by Schroeder. Lets a floater go, and it's blocked. Right side, Westbrook. Sefolosha's shot is good. And the Rockets lead by 15.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Schroeder passes to Gallinari. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Harden. And Adams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Elbow shot is on the way. That one wide left.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Westbrook passes to Tucker. Schroeder against Westbrook. Pass to Tucker. Over Gallinari. Here's Westbrook. And he uses the glass on the layup. Westbrook's got 6.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Harden. And there's the pass to Ferguson. And it's off from three-point range. Harden scanning the floor. Pass to Hartenstein. Over to the left wing. Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Ferguson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Schroeder outside. Lets it go with a 3. But they get it back. And Adams kicks it over to Schroeder. Ferguson for 3. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got 7 rebounds in the game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Hartenstein. Gallinari covering. Westbrook, no good. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 17. And it goes down 2 points. 6 points for him.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now here's Westbrook. 6 points for him. Hartenstein passes to Harden. Passes it to Sefolosha. Houston needs to get a shot up. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Cephalosha. And it's 9 points for Russell Westbrook.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now here's Schroeder. He's coming off a 13-point game against Portland.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
Now Rivers. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Gordon. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. And stolen by Noel. On the wing, Robertson. Defended by Gordon. Robertson, the pass to Adams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Jeff Green picks one up.
Well, Steven Adams is as strong a player as there is in the NBA. Draws the contact there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Throw good, Adams. The 2018 rookie class has been something to watch, Doris. Talent at the top, but also some terrific mid-round picks.
You know, no question, Landry Shamet is a guy who I think can be a clutch, big-time scorer who does not seem bowed by any moment, doesn't seem to be affected by pressure. Mitchell Robinson had one of the great shot-blocking seasons in New York Knicks history. I know the team didn't have success, but as a second-round guy, Mitchell Robinson could have an awfully long career.
Cephalosha, and Cephalosha with the jam.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to the Trailblazers.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
I thought, Greg, they were outworked and outplayed in just about every phase of the game. Maybe that's one of those situations where you say, hey, let's move on.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon the last few seasons has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years. But one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Shoot 2.
He misses the free throw. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Muscala's checked in. Good on the second free throw. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Schroeder against Rivers. On the wing, Robertson. The pass to Noel. Just 5 to shoot. Now, here's Robertson. Defense right on him. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Houston leading by 22. Rebound got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Gordon. Inside. That's tipped. It's stolen by Schroeder. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Robertson dishes to Noel.
Boy, what's better than Nerlens Noel playing with force on the interior? What a big reason he's earned this trip to the line.
The Thunder shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you know, guys, listen, Noel brings value. The reason he's a menace on the defensive end and an absolute warrior on the glass.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now a chance to hear shooting guard Eric Gordon talk about their key to winning.
It's all about not making mistakes, getting rebounds, and getting good stops to really push the pace up. And I think when we do that, we always are at our best.
And Greg, nowadays it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. And quite a position here for the Rockets to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Oklahoma City right now, Mike Muscala out there with Noel. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Andre Robertson. And it's Baisley in at the 3. And a look now at the Thunder's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. And then on Friday, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them.
And for the game with the Mavericks, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
No good on the free throw. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment.
Wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Here's Robertson after Jeff Green's bucket. Out to the right wing. Back to Muscala. Green with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Carroll kicks to Rivers. Here's Gordon with the 3, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. Houston making a switch here. Covington's checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Chris Paul's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Difficult situation for Oklahoma City. Paul looking around. It's tipped. Here's Gordon, and the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
Muscala misses.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Thunder. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And that one misses.
And last season, Andre Robertson missing so much time due to injury. Think back in his career, he's been a pivotal piece for the Thunder for so long. His absence was clearly felt.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. And with Robertson, you're missing his versatility on the defensive end.
It's no secret that he is out there due to his incredible defense. This guy can guard forwards, he can guard guards, and his reach is so important to this defensive scheme.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. And that'll be his third foul so far. The Thunder have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Here's Paul, and he makes good on the layup. Paul's got his first bucket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Ball against Rivers. Passes to Gordon. For 3. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Robertson the pass to Baisley, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Rivers against Paul. Rivers looking over the floor. Here's Gordon. Back to Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Noel. And there's Green on the assist by Rivers. Green's got his second basket of the game. Thunder trailing by 20. And here's Robertson to the inside. Here's Paul. Great D that time from Green.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
To the middle. It's stolen by Muscala. Here's Paul. Great D that time from Green. Rockets leading by 20. Carroll kicks to Gordon. It's tipped. Pass to Rivers. And some nice passing there by Houston. Tries from 7. And it's Houston with another.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
The Thunder shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Paul with the ball. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
The vision, the timelessness of Chris Paul's game for many years. He's made everyone around him better.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Following the score by Oklahoma City. And taken away by Paul. Rockets with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
He had a nice open look right there. Rivers has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, if you are a modern NBA shooting guard, you have got to be able to shoot with range, and Austin Rivers knocks it down.
Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
Bounce pass from Paul. It's stolen by Carroll. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Rivers. No good on the triple. And for the Thunder, they're shooting the ball poorly, just 28%. Muscala, the pass to Baisley. Here's Noel. Missed inside. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible to check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
Good on both.
What a terrific story Robert Covington is. Gets undrafted out of college, goes to the G League and becomes an MVP, and now one of the very best defenders in the NBA. Truly an incredible journey.
Here's Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
You know, you think back to the history of players in the NBA and who can match up to the intensity of Russell Westbrook. This guy goes full speed, 100% every second he's on the floor, and regardless of how you rate Westbrook, you have got to admire what he brings nightly.
Adams dishes to Paul. To halt the run, goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Paul's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, I thought the D might prevent him from getting a clean look, but that was the ideal time to break out the reverse.
And Doris with Westbrook, that competitive fire, an edge he plays with, can rub some opponents the wrong way.
It can, Kevin, and to be honest, Russell Westbrook probably wants it exactly that way. He's beloved by so many retired players because to them he brings that old school NBA mentality.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the miss by Russell Westbrook.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Covington. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Robert Covington being opportunistic in the mid-range. Go to work, young Co.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses from short range.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Paul with the buckets.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Harden outside, and here's Covington from the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. The pass to Gallinari. Softly drops in the floater. Gallinari's got 8 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Harden outside. Now here's Covington. 7 points in the game. And Westbrook gets it to go.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Paul. Fires from 14. That one misses. Westbrook with the nice D there. Houston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Count that one. 9 points in the game so far.
When Covington stays in control on his drives, he can be so effective on the move.
Here's Paul. He's got 6. Lets it go from 14.
Well, being aggressive and assertive. The big man snatching the rebound.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. Pass to Hartenstein. Again, the Rockets score.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for Oklahoma City. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Westbrook with the block.
Oh, my goodness. Russell Westbrook twice on the pipe sends that shot back. My goodness.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Robert Covington. Ferguson's checked in for the Thunder. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Paul. Schroeder passes to Adams. Tries again, and he lays it up and in. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Outside Westbrook. Passes it to Harden. Here's Hartenstein. Now here is Sefolosha. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Gallinari with the steal.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
The Thunder have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there.
Danilo Gallinari at the line for 2.
The first one falls. Gallinari hits them both. 1:11 left in the first half. Houston's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Westbrook passes to Sefolosha. Now here's Tucker. Adams defending. Shot clock at 6. Harden kicks it to Tucker. Sefolosha has the open look. No good on the 3.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers. And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Thunder have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10. free throw, no good. And Doris, even though Schroeder changed roles when he was traded from Atlanta to the Thunder, he has embraced his new team.
A lot of people wondered, would Schroeder be willing to go to the bench and accept that role? He proved he was more than capable. And no longer having to act as a leader on a team, I think for Schroeder, he just enjoys going out and competing on a team with high aspirations. It's been a good fit.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 11. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And here they come. Here's Ferguson.
Oh! You've got to be kidding. Well, coaches love seeing this from Dennis Schroeder. Recognize the situation, find the open teammate.
Outside Westbrook. Dishes it to Cephalosha. Pass to Tucker. Rocket 6. He kicks it to Harden. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Harden's got 12 points in the game.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
And so it's the Houston Rockets riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
You know, we got to protect the paint. They can't waste too many easy baskets. You know, that's us communication on front and the post, and, you know, just communicating a lot more.
We'll see if those changes stick. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Kenny, what you think about the Rockets?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, they gave up too many good looks. Look at the field goal percentage against them. This tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Hartenstein is out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Covington in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Boy, when you look back on Russell Westbrook's career, the athleticism at the point guard position, borderline absurd. The power, the speed with which he moves on the floor, boy, you just don't see it that consistently.
And that one misses. And with Westbrook and his elite athleticism, Doris, it can be seen in his great statistics.
Well, you don't average 30 points a game in the NBA unless you can absolutely blow past defenders like Russell Westbrook. Gosh, the strength in his legs allows him to fight for rebounds. He is so productive from the point guard position. It's extraordinary.
And he's good on the second.
Well, Russell Westbrook is a guy you want to play with because he's going to lay it on the line every night. And you couple that kind of passion with his talent and look out.
Kicks it to Tucker. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Here's Hartenstein. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Ferguson. And Covington sends it back. And Westbrook, here we go. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
There's no containing Russell Westbrook with that kind of deep post position. Supreme athleticism, great instincts.
Oklahoma City shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. That's a 2 from Paul. Almost, but it rolls out.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Westbrook passes to Tucker. Westbrook against Paul. Back to Tucker. The shot, no good. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot, no good.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Westbrook dishes to Tucker. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Now here's Westbrook. 14 points for him. Now the pass to Covington. The 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his 1st foul of the game.
That's his 1st personal foul.
Here's Paul. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Paul's got 8 points.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Pass to Covington. And Adams sends it back.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket. He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Poked loose. Harden outside. Westbrook kicks to Harden. The Rockets again can't hit. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Inside. And here's the fast break. Gallinari leading the way. The feed now to Adams. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Well, Steven Adams is improving on the offensive end, and given his size and strength, he's effective from inside.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin, how inclusive a game basketball is. And the love spans across gender, race, ethnicity, religious affiliation. And the best part about the game of basketball is this, Kevin. When you're growing up and trying to get better, you need a ball, you need a hoop, and you need you. And you don't need anything else.
That is so well said. Now, here's Robertson. Following the miss by Austin Rivers. The dish now to Gordon. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Gordon. Pass to Rivers. Just 5 on the clock. Now Robertson. And they double up Paul. And here's Robertson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
Here's Adams. He's got 11. Down low. And Adams with the slam.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Here's Westbrook, following the score by Oklahoma City. They could use a bucket. And that one is off. Thunder trailing by 20. To the wing right side. Westbrook against Paul. Again, the Thunder score.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Now, here's Westbrook. 14 points for him. It's Rivers on the wing. Off target from three-point range. Well, Thunder have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Paul outside. Takes the 13-footer, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Chris Paul. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
And I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Houston making a switch here. Cephalosha's checked in. Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. Schroeder passes to Noel. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. To end the...
My goodness, is there anything better than watching Westbrook hammer at home? My goodness gracious, Russell.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 18. He kicks to Muscala. And the pass to Adams. Robertson with it. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Schroeder for the 3. Muscala. That one doesn't drop.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Westbrook passes to Cephalosha. Muscala with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The putback.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Rockets leading by 16. Here's Westbrook. 16 points for him. Now here's Rivers. Back to Gordon. Cephalosha against Adams. Cephalosha misses. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 14-2 run here. Passes it to Noel. Fires for three, and that one's good. Schroeder.
Well, rhythm, confidence. When Schroeder is pulling the trigger, you know he's feeling it.
Houston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Westbrook dishes to Rivers. Pass to Gordon. Over Muscala. Goes back up. The shot's good from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Thunder trailing by 15. Nobody near Schroeder. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Greg, last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a sixth-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
There's the pass to Carey. And the rejection by Noel. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Rockets. Gallinari, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. It's stolen by Schroeder on the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. The Rockets making a switch here. Harden's checked in.
James Harden.
Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 20-4 run right now. Here's Schroeder. It's deflected. Fader on the way. Chalk up 2 there. Schroeder's got 9.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Outside Westbrook. He dishes it to Harden. Kicks it to Cephalosha. In the corner, it's Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Another miss by Houston. Thunder trailing by 10. Gallinari left side. Westbrook against Schroeder. Back to Gallinari. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 12 points for Gallinari.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Westbrook. He kicks it to Cephalosha. 1:39 left to play in the third. Here's Harden. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Gallinari's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. And Gallinari throws it down.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
The Rockets have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And he makes the first. Robert Covington's checked in for Damari Carroll. And then for Oklahoma City, Terrence Ferguson comes in for Steven Adams. And Gilgeous Alexander is subbed in for Andre Robertson. And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawing some fouls.
And it's Schroeder missing.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here's Schroeder. He's got 9. 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Cephalosha. Harden left side. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal.
Got to recognize the situation, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Well, this is where the play call is crucial, right? If you're in a 2-for-1, you've got to get the first shot quickly.
Covington into the lane. He gets that one. And now it's a 12-point Rocket lead.
Let's remember, Westbrook is capable of triple-doubles because of this kind of passing. My goodness, that's pretty.
And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. There's 14 seconds left in the third. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
PJ Tucker.
For 3, Westbrook, and no good on the last second attempt this time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Rockets on top. They lead by 12. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team from the huddle.
We got to move the ball. We got to spread the floor. The only way we get it. If you go in, don't take a hard shot. Go around. Ask somebody else.
Ball movement, a crucial part of the game, Greg. Spot-on assessment by Coach D'Antoni.
I mean, no reason to take difficult, low-percentage shots. Let's just move the basketball, and eventually something will open up.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. So for Oklahoma City right now, Schroeder and Gilgeous-Alexander pair up in the backcourt. Nerlens Noel is out there with Gallinari, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 spot.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And here's Schroeder. Gallinari outside. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists now tonight.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Now here's Westbrook. Harden outside. Covington with it. Shot clock at 5. Tucker finds Westbrook. Offline with his 3.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Ferguson for 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Rockets leading by 11. Gallinari with the steal. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Schroeder. Now Noel. From deep. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Chris Paul's checked in for the Thunder.
Chris Paul.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Inside, Harden. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really, on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
And he knocks down the first one. Harden hits them both. Thunder trailing by 13. Ball passes to Noel. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Gilgeous Alexander can't get it to go. The Rockets shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Covington dishes to Tucker. Here's Ferguson. Looking to get back on track here. It's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Westbrook. Here's Hartenstein. The Rockets again can't hit. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Thunder. It's a 13-point game. Buries it from 3-point range.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Outside Westbrook. Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. Here's Hartenstein. A second chance effort. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Now here's Paul. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And Noel kicks to Gilgeous Alexander. Paul, no one around him. Oklahoma City gets it back.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
Houston leading by 10. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Hartenstein. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. And the Rockets lead by 12. Oklahoma City has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Paul passes to Noel. Now, Gilgeous Alexander. Back to Gallinari. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's denied. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. For Houston, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Boy, sloppy play. A supreme lack of focus. That's 4 turnovers for him now.
And here now the Thunder. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Paul dishes to Gallinari. From 12 feet out. And too long on the shot.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Ball against Westbrook. Floats one, and it's Paul missing.
Oh, just incredible. That spin shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot. Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's games.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Westbrook. The pass to Harden. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And Gallinari kicks to Paul. Pass to Adams. Gallinari inside the three-point line. Second chance shot. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 7 rebounds in the game. Westbrook passes to Covington. 2 points. That one goes. And the Rockets lead by 16.
This is about perseverance and passion. Robert Covington refuses to be denied.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal.
Gallinari outside. And that one, good. Gallinari's got 5 points now this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Now here's Covington. The shot missing. Adams, some nice D. Now here's Paul. Passes it to Ferguson. Beyond the arc. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make sense.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. They lead by 11. Here's Tucker. He hits it from 9.
Listen, we know this isn't the most prolific scorer, but Tucker can burn you if you give him too much room to operate.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he goes in for the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And so it's Houston with it, following the score by Oklahoma City. And that one's good. Westbrook.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Thunder trailing by 14. Now Paul dishes it to Gallinari. Count it. Good. Gallinari's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time, Greg. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Hartenstein over Gallinari. A nice shot by Hartenstein. And the Rockets lead by 14.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Paul. Looking to end his cold spell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, we're now on the back end of what has been, Greg, an incredible career for Chris Paul. Perhaps no longer the undisputed best point guard in the game, but still a top talent.
And Chris Paul might not be the best point guard, but any team would be happy to have him. His efficiency and playmaking aren't going away anytime soon. And even though he's never been an overly athletic player, that aspect of his game still is strong as ever.
And that one falls for Paul.
And the future Hall of Famer continues to get it done. Paul is a special point guard who just wants to win.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Houston. And he can't hit the second. Rockets leading by 13. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Gallinari.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Isaiah Hartenstein taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Westbrook against Paul. It doesn't go for him. And it's Houston the other way. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Kicks to Cephalosha. The pass to Tucker. Clock at 6. Now here is Cephalosha. Guarded closely. Great positioning on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 17.
If you don't put a body on Tucker, he will find a way to burn you on the offensive glass.
Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Ball against Westbrook, and the shot goes in.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Rockets leading by 15. .146 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Hartenstein. He kicks it to Cephalosha. Gallinari with the rebound. Gallinari's got rebound number 13 with that last one.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Rockets.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equal to 2 wins.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Russell Westbrook.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Now, here's Westbrook. Here's Harden on the wing. Back to Westbrook. Now, here's Tucker. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And Adams sends it back. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Gallinari leading the charge. Feeds it to Paul. And he banks in the layup.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
And here's Westbrook. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with James Harden. James, what is it like when you're playing a team that's struggling and you have to keep focused to keep them down?
You know what? We look at the bigger picture, and we have one goal at the end of the season, that's to be champions. So we can't play down to the level of our competition. You know, we got to go out there every single night and, you know, be on the same page and try to give 100% effort.
It's been a success so far, James. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.